don't come back as a parent, come back as a friend. The time for you to be the boss is gone, is done. I do believe it is possible, and I do believe it's possible if you look at it as a relationship. So I'm asking you, if you hurt your friends, you're a mother or father, you're 50 years old. You talk to your lifelong friend in a harsh way, he was upset with you, he stopped talking to you. You will go and sit down and have a heart-to-heart conversation. The issue is with this map that I told you, which is not a hadith, by the way. The Arabs used to say it, and the Sahaba implemented it. It's a hikmah, it's a wisdom, and hikmah is the lost treasure of the believer. So the Prophet ﷺ did not counter it, did not say that's not correct. The hikmah says, play with your child 7, teach them 7, befriend them 7, then leave them, let them make their own decisions. Because if you try to control them beyond 21, meaning now in college, interestingly, 21, 22, you're done with your bachelor, it's not going to work well. So 2 things you need to know. If you're talking about the 20s, and like we're talking 21, 22 and above, 2 things: look at it as a relationship, and don't come back as a parent, come back as a friend. The time for you to be the boss is gone, is done. They're going to be the boss. They're going to get married and have children. So how do you talk to them? So I find like that the children born and raised in this country, they're actually very ready to forgive. If you actually just come and sit down and say, listen, I did my best, but I made mistakes. And my faith teaches me that if I do something wrong, I cannot be proud of it. That's what my faith. I should follow al-haq. I am a truth seeker. So as that, any mistake or wrong or batil I did when I was raising you, I'm not proud of it, and I apologize. I have no problem. I want to have a good relationship with you as a friend. The days that I tell you what to do and what not to do are gone. I want to talk to you. As a matter of fact, I want to get your opinion on a few things. I want to consult you on a few things. Yani, there is a bright side and there is a dark side of the Baijan phenomena, right? And the Baji phenomena in Pakistan. The bright side is the parents consult the Baijan as if he's the second father. The dark side is the Baijan becomes a dictator and the Baji becomes a dictator. So that's not a good thing. But how about if all of your children becomes Baijan? How about if you talk to all of your daughters like they're the first, meaning you consult them. I want to do this thing, this and that. Shall I do it or not? Do you know how much that will flip the psyche of your child when you call them not to tell them what to do, but to ask for their advice for what you should do? That completely flips the script. Your child will like not know what to say. We're like, oh my God, that's amazing. Like, for the first time I can have a relationship. For the first time, my parents hear me. Sometimes our children complain to us and we didn't hear them. Just hear them, listen to them. They don't have, whatever they're saying doesn't have to be right, but you just have to listen and then nicely, indirectly tell them what's the right thing. And hear them when they complain to you, but hear them. When was the last time you cared about the struggles of your child? Like, what's happening in school? I mean, what's wrong? What's going on with your life? Not, this is what I want from you, do it. And if you do what I told you to do, you don't do what I told you not to do, then I'm happy. This is this is an army situation. This is a corporate boss situation. This is not a father, mother, children relationship. So I do believe, people ask me that question so many times, and I've given this advice, and I would say 80% of the time, I wouldn't say more than that, but 80%, some children are stubborn and they will not forgive, and it will take them a time to come back. But 80% of the time, the children's like, wow, my parents care about me, about my struggles. They want to hear my opinion. They're asking for my advice. They're not telling me what to do. They actually apologize. They actually acknowledged my pain. This is America. People want to be acknowledged and people want to be heard. So give it to them. They were born and raised in this country. I would have never wanted my father to acknowledge my pain or hear my story. I'm fine with it, but I was born in a different place, different time. Our children want to be heard, want to be acknowledged, and then you can tell them you're wrong. That's fine. But as long as you heard them and you acknowledge them, this is their zaman. Like Sayyidina Ali ibn Abi Talib said, raise your kids for their zaman, for they were raised for a zaman different than your zaman, to a time different than your time. So this is my, so there is hope. Don't give up. You can fix it with the teenagers and with and with the teenagers, if I may just add, the mistake that we want to do, or many parents, is that they want to become the child's best friend. Please don't do that. You are a parent, become the best friend as a parent. Your child should have a best friend, a Muslim boy or a Muslim girl, depends, that they are their best friend and they guide them to the truth. You gotta be friendly, have a relationship, care about what they say, but just don't try to act like a teenager because your child is a teenager and you're trying to be cool. You're gonna embarrass yourself and embarrass them in front of their friends. Be a parent, be, as I said, consider it a relationship, and make peace that you're not going to be your child's best friend. It's good enough to be a friend and a parent. So with children, you need to with teenagers, you need to set up the parameters. And after you set up the parameters, you're friendly and you're a friend and you hear them and you care about them and you talk to them and you talk to them about other than the things that you want them to do or not to do. Did you do your homework? Yes. Did you get good grades? Yes. Then the mother, that's the father question. Then the mother comes and says, did you clean your room? Yes. Okay, you're a good child. You can go now. That's the extent of the relationship between parents and their children today. And that's not okay. It's not going to pay off. And believe me, your best friend when you grow older, when your children hit 22 and above, your best friend at that moment when they're 22 and above, 25 and above, they're going to become your best friend. So make sure that you are their friend now until they pass the 18, the year of becoming an adult. After that, whatever you want will happen, but just wait for it until they hit 23 to 25. You're going to have your best friend as your child. So, yani, it's different stage, different strategy,